Hey there, boys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Modstab, and welcome back to InfraSpace, a game where we're in space and we're doing things, and hopefully that leads to a glorious, successful life. However, before we get too excited about today, we must be guarded for our impending doom. Yes, you heard that correctly, our impending doom. So, in an update that will be happening fairly soon, within the next day or so, stadiums and parks are no longer going to be just a production where a car runs from the building to the houses and then you're fulfilled and it's great and glorious. They're going to switch to area-based. Yes, you heard that correctly, area-based. So they're going to have a coverage area very similar to our power guys here. I don't know if it's going to be the same size, if it's going to be smaller. We can dream and hope for a world where they're close enough, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. However, in today's episode, I would really like to get to the nuclear power. Why? Because nuclear power is fun, and I think it would be great, glorious time to do it. So we're going to set that guy up, and then we're going to work on getting these bad boys up to that level 5. We got the culture, we got the parks, we got the computers, we got home appliances, we got the survival food and the oxygen. Now, we just need to get the home robots, and then the good meal. Easy peasy. We have areas set up for all of this already. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a good time. But let's get to it. Well, we kind of did it, I guess, in a very roundabout, hideous, disgusting way, but also gloriously. We did it. And what do I mean by did it? We connected it to the power. Because what is the point of having a giant, crazy nuclear power plant and not being able to run that power into your concurrent power grid system? Now, this is the closest that I could find as far as areas where we got the uraniums. But it still was a disaster because you can't just run the power from here down. I'll show you why. Watch. You put this guy here and all is well that ends well. Then there's one stuck in the middle and it doesn't come because it doesn't raise. The hitbox, it hurts us. And fix it please. Fix it please, dev team. Thank you. And thusly, the great superhighway of the uranium nuke dukes was created. The singular highway that will be carrying all of our glorious, glorious things all together down a glorious superhighway. And by superhighway, you guys know what I mean because it's big and it's super and it's glorious and it goes zippity-doo very quickly. Let me show you because we put one down here. Watch it. Something's gonna go on this. Trust me, team. Look at the freaking sling. Oh, it's so good. It's so glorious, and I love it. But now we got to use normal roads because we can't use those for buildings. At least I don't think. Maybe we'll be lucky. Nope, not at all. And holy guacamole, these things are ginormous. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to do a 6-laners because we want as much traffic as fast as possible. So let's do this. And just arbitrarily to see what we're dealing with size-wise. This is so good. This is going to be so good. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't put 2 right next to each other. No. Oh, no, team. We messed up. Maybe. Shoot. Well. Oh, we're just going to have to try to go for it. I think we're just going to have to try to go for it and see if we can't make it work. Please. Okay, so they're going to be slightly staggered, specifically because that rock, okay? And I don't like it, so what we're going to do is we're going to move it. Move it so they even. Because you know me, team. It has to look the nicest of the nicest. All right, look at us go. Look at us go. We zipping. We zopping. We do bopping. We can only fit 4 of them. I mean, to be fair, team, look. They produce 450 mega whoppers per factory. So, it's not really a loss It's not really a loss at all, especially since we can probably ringle-ding this guy all the way down. Maybe we can't. Maybe we're lucky, and we can. All right, I changed my mind, team. We're very lucky. And I'm presuming it's specifically because that, but why don't we do some checking? Why don't we do some checking? We may be in luck. Move it off to the side. And what is in conflict with you, my friend? Build. Is it the Rocky Dews? Oh, team, it's the Rocky Dews, so we can't do it. All right, well, we can utilize that for putting up some stupid windmills or something. I don't know, but I just wanted to be a glorious nuke fest. This glorious nuke fest. Maybe we can slap one here, and then flippity plop one here. All right, I think we're doing something. I think we're doing something right, because this needs to be a closed system. We don't gotta have it available for all the people. We don't need it. We just don't need it, team. We don't need it. All right, well, here, a little bit of there. Oh, living the dream. And if we bring it this way, as such, now they all, except for that one, doesn't have a. You don't like the diagonal road? You can't handle the diagonal road? Can we move it any closer, maybe? Dang. Why does it keep snapping like that, you jerk? Oh, shooby-da-ba, shooby-da-mia, shooby-da-maya. Why is the what? Oh, team. These guys don't need this here. Because as long as they're close enough, they'll connect to each other. And if they'll connect to each other, they'll provide power for everything. I don't think we even need these here. Oh, we don't need them there at all. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my, we need them here though. Holy moly, what are we running out of? Why are we running out of it? Oh, the computer chips. They're just gonna keep upgrading, downgrading. Why sand? Okay, but we're not worried about that right now. We are doing the nuclear power. Maybe we'll be lucky, and I can just slingy ding this guy around, right? Let's just throw this guy down and around. Nailed it. Perfectly. Perfectly perfect. Okay, we got like 6,000 mega whoppers, so I think we're good enough here. Let's figure out what the flapjack is happening to all of this stuff, and then we'll be right back. It may not look like it, but we have solved our problem, and I've noticed the further I get into the game, the more particular I realize that this game really is when it comes to kind of isolated villages being the best option. So we were producing more than enough sand, but none of the sand was getting here because they would stop at all of these other places that would need it first before they got to this back corner. So what we did was we just added some sand a little bit all over the place. We got some blue chips over on this side to help these guys get to it a little bit faster. And we're hoping that sprawling is going to be a little bit better of an option. That being said, we've got the production issues solved. So what do we need to do now? We need to get the... Should we do home robots or good meal? Let's do a good meal. You know what? We want to do the good old meal, brother. And we have just the spot for it. So, how many of those do we need? 20. All right. Why are you not even? You hurt me on an emotional level. A very emotional level. Maybe we can just do it this way, right? I don't get why it won't rotate. I don't get why. I don't get it. You know what? We'll play your dirty little games. We'll play your dirty little games here. Game. We'll do it. I don't want the cornies. I don't want the cornies. I don't know why it's the cornies, team. It is what it is. You know what? We're going to fiddle around with this and figure out the best layout for all of this garbly gook. And I'll be right back, team. And we've done it. So I found that the best way when producing like a totally new factory or new fabrication in this game, I found it a best practice to do the in stage. So we wanted to get the good meal, right? So we put down the food factory so that we can monitor what production we need to do to be able to reach our goal and then maybe exceed it a little bit, which is what I did in our case. And we can just backpedal and go through the features. Where are you at? So it wants the leafy dews. So we're gonna throw down a couple leafy dews and we're gonna see how many of those we need. 50. So we need a lot of those guys. And in order for those things to work, then we need these things. And then let's go ahead and just blippity pop them on the end like this, I guess. And then we also need the meats, but this is gonna be a lot more complicated than I thought, is the long and short of it. It's okay. It's okay, team. We'll just make it happen, Captain. All right. I'll see you guys when we get this done. Well, this is one way to do it, I guess. This ended up being a lot more chaotic than I thought it would be. And the surprise of the day is these meat factories. They don't really produce that well. Now that I think about it, is there something I can put next to them that they get any benefit from? No, they only benefit the food factories. These guys? Nothing. Huh. So the meat's gotta be all by them lonesome. It's gotta be all by themselves. Because the fertilizer factory bumps up these guys pretty considerably. Yeah, there's nothing I can see in this food production where they get benefits from. So there really is no point in, I guess, worrying about that one. It is what it is. Now the problem that we have to solve is going to be distribution. So now that we have the production portion of it correct in golden, we need to figure out the best way to get these delivery trucks through our city as fast and as efficient as possible. And maybe we can use the glorious roundabout. Look, it doesn't function how a real roundabout would, because you can't do one lane roads the whole way around, because it just calls it a dead end, because the game doesn't understand roundabouts yet. But it looks fancy and I like it, and we're gonna keep it, and there's not a darn thing you can say to stop me. And so yeah, it is what it is. It is what it be. So I'm thinking here, right? These are the big boys that we need to get moving all over the city. What would probably be best is if we could find a way to move these little guys. Give me a second to think. My brain is not working properly. Maybe we can use this little section here where we have power as like a distribution hub with a raised highway. Let's give her a shot. I'll be back. I think this is the best idea we have had in this series so far. So we took the super highways because they're the fastest speedy boys we got, and we put them everywhere. There is a speedy boy throughout the entirety of this city. So I can go to visuals. Maybe it'll be nice and show us. I wish each road was a different color so you could tell the speed, but this will help us isolate the roads here. So we have our speedy boy that comes up here, and every so often we give him off ramps throughout random spots in our city, and we have this set up so that we have an infrastructure for later on in the game as well. Let's get this thing started and see how it works, huh? We'll go super speedy fast boy. Make sure everything is kosher and everybody's happy. But I mean, I think we're gonna make it. I think we did something glorious today. I also think that our population is a little sad, and it's a little below our requirements for workers, but the problem is because we lost power for a short period of time. That is of no consequence. That is not my responsibility, and I'm not willing to bear the burden of that sadness. So I'm just gonna pretend it's not a problem. You know, we'll have a good old time. We'll have a good old time. And for future reference, team, if you're going to play this game, make sure that you have allotted for an expansion of roads, because you're going to want to have these larger roads as your internal works, because so many things end up coming back to your habitats. Like, literally everything you build eventually comes back to the habitats. Once it gets to the habitats and they pull in, like, they don't have to leave. So, like, you can see these guys pulled in. They never pull out. So it's like it deletes them. The habitats delete them from existence. It is glorious. But we will certainly have problems because some of these are little small roads, and congestion is indeed a thing. So make sure you guys do your due diligence. Give yourself a little wiggle room. It'll look nicer in the long run. I promise. Now that we've got that taken care of, what do we need to make these guys happier? Home robots. All right, production still looking good. Let's get on to the home robots, boys. I'm thinking, oofta, what do they take? Where are we at? Home robotics factory. Holy flapjack, dude. This is no joke. Oh, it takes a lot of stuff. So our aluminum is over here. So he's gonna be off probably in this direction somewhere. And we may even go ahead and throw down some of the motor dues. Maybe give them a fast slingy boy, so that they can get up to this junction as fast as possible. And yeah, let's build it here. Let's get that first road down. All right, we're gonna get the first road down, and we're gonna go for these guys, and it's gonna be boop 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 boop, and done. Road down, team. We will see you when we complete this beautiful mess. And we're gonna bloop it. We did something wrong. I don't know what we did, but we freaking did it wrong. And everything's going chaos. I don't know why. I have roads that are connecting everywhere. But maybe the superhighways are so fast that they want to go all the way around. Where are you going? Yeah, because we have a huge congestion issue right now, right? We have these guys that just want to get here. They want to drop off their concrete. They want to have a good old time. And then the sulfur guys, why are they going around? Where are you even coming from? Where are you coming from? Is it this sulfur patch that they're coming from? Ooh, let's check. If that's the case, that might be an easy fix. Oh boy, that's a quick one. You know what we're gonna do? Okay, they're coming from this sulfur patch. We're just gonna give them bonus incentive to, go on over this way and deliver your goods to someone else, I guess. Boom. Superhighway. Problem solved, right? In theory. Now let's see if it clears up. Oh, that one road did it. That we have a giant spaghetti mess. A spaghetti monster mess. But it's okay. Because we're we're making it happen, Cap'n. Where are all these? Oh, dude, the steel guys are over here. Oh, well, the reason I did that. Okay. Time out. All right, the steel guys are coming there. I'm actually okay with that because the problem was I had a storage here, and you guys remember that from last episode, but they were only delivering to the storage, and they were never filling these guys. So although we had the right amount of production, we were never getting the resources there. So I'm just gonna leave them there. You know, like it's not gonna stop people. It's not gonna stop our sulfur from leaving. It's just gonna back up one of the lanes that we have, I guess. You know, maybe it's just got to be what it's got to be. I don't know. Or we create a giant. I have an idea, and we're gonna bloop it. Problem freaking solved. So we got a little bit of gridlock just because we have a ton of production, and there's really no good way. There's just no real good way for us to stop this from happening, at least for the time being. So I'm not too worried about it, and especially since most of it is going to concrete production anyways, which there's no way that we're going to run into issues with storage again, because if they get backed up, they can always go down to the next storage facility. And I'm hoping that they continue to develop the AI in this game to recognize if this one's full, go to the next one, and so on and so forth, so you can make more efficient kind of conga lines. But this has helped us tremendously. We still get a little bit of gridlock back here. A lot of that is just because we're bringing sulfur into these guys. And so we just got to figure out where they're coming from. And I'm pretty sure it's up here. So they're going down this way. Oh, oopity doppity doopity dippity. And then they're bebopping over to this way. So our major issue is actually less about our roads and more about just having those isolated factories and overproduction. I've noticed that overproduction in this game is bad because we deleted over half of our sulfur production because we just had a bunch of sulfur cars clogging up every single highway because they were driving more resources than could be used. And so it got to this point where it was just a bunch of sulfur waiting for these things to stop being full. And so we got rid of them, we changed them. Now back to the the original reason we were going to bloop. And that was, oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. The reason we were going to bloop is robot factories. All right. And this is it. It's amazing how much space you can save when you fully optimize how a factory is supposed to work. So this will provide enough robots. Here, let's pull up our production menu. Our home robots here, we're producing 65 and we need 56. And I'm presuming that's going to go up when our habitats upgrade or whatnot, but we just needed 4 of them because we're getting the biggest benefit we can get with having a line. And so essentially what's going to happen is we'll make another row here and then we can just keep doubling up this specific design as much as we want. And we're just going to keep getting more and more and more. And so now, I mean, that's virtually it. We run it out of here. They go up to the highway. And then we have an immediate access into our infrastructure. What happened with you? What? I don't get what that was for. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. The upgrade? No, that's not fair. What? Oh, that's going to be a disaster. What? Come on, game. Don't play that with me. Maybe it was just those weird angles that are going to have issues. But everything's upgrading. It's upgrading so fast. We're going to be level 5 soon. Let's get our city level. 2,000 citizens to level 5. And look at those numbers climb, baby. This infrastructure is so good. You can see them just zipping all over the place. And they're able to get exactly where they need to so quickly. Look at them all go. They're freaking zinging. They're zinging and slinging, boys. Hell yeah. Hey, wait. Oh, these were those 2 that got absolutely roasted when I was rebuilding the highway. My bad, team. Look at them all go. They're like crazy big skyscrapers now. Residential high-rises now. Wow. All right, so let's compare, right? So you need 8 oxygen, 8 food, 3 appliances, 3 computers, 8 park. 1, survival food went down. Good meal obviously went up. Home appliances went down. Computer went down. So every time they upgrade, there's 1 or 2 things like oxygen and probably the good meal will continue to go up because you're adding more people to the residence, but a lot of the stuff dropped as far as what was required. Interesting. Ooh. So now we need schools and VR. What? Edutainment? Is that like a pun with education and entertainment? What? We're gonna have smart people? We're gonna have smart people. Look at how fast these things are upgrading. Oh my gosh. I want to hit level 5 in this video. So we're just gonna wait until everything works. And I'll see you guys when we're level 5. Yes! And we did it! We freaking did it. We're here. We're live. Look at how big and beautiful and bustling this place is. Also, I am very, very glad that we decided to do the infrastructure on roads before all of this, because this is going to be a disaster to try to navigate. Oh my lordy Lou. What a day. What a day. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I mean, We got a small, quaint little factory. We got a nukes. We got the nukes. And we built a little bit more over here. And it's just, seeing it all slowly start to build together is just so fun. This will always be an isolated factory. It's going to be what it's going to be. Ugh. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful and bustling and alive. Oh. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It has been wonderful to play the series. It's been wonderful to share this experience with you guys. And you know what? That's pretty much it. I've really thoroughly enjoyed this game. And I would have never have known. Never have known. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Remember, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Great tools for you guys to get in touch with me. Let me know what you like, didn't like, and what you want to see next. Do all the social media stuff. You guys know what you got to do. However, I'm going to shut my filthy little cake hole. Remember, I love you guys, and we will see you next time. Toodles! Whoopsh.